Happy New Year. I'm LaShawna Guy, and this is Good News Only, the show where we celebrate the stories that uplift and inspire us all, bring us all together. Every weekday at 10:30 a.m., we are recapping the good news only, the feel-good headlines, the local and community wins that bring a little more light to your day. And I want to hear from you too. So if something good is happening in your world, a personal victory, a community success, or just something that made you smile, send me an email to news25 at week.com and be sure to put Hey Shauna, that's SHAUNA, in the subject line so I know it's for me. I would love to share your good news right here on the show. So again, Happy New Year. What'd you do? What'd you do? Send me emails. Let me know what you did. Is there even anything to do? I know somebody here at the station, I think it was one of the meteorologists, they said they been up 24 hours straight, okay, because they went out and partied yesterday after work, and they stayed out for the festivities wherever those were. I didn't know they were happening. Not that I would have been in that number of attendance anyway, right? Because I think it was like 9 o'clock. I didn't think I was gonna make it because I should have been asleep already anyway. Um, but I think like at 12 o'clock, me and my daughter were sitting on the couch and we both just looked at each other and was like, girl, Happy New Year. And that was that on that. And then let me tell you, I get up this morning, go outside to try it in here, and my car won't start. I think I need a new battery. But so that's a Happy New Year, right? But we're trucking along. So I had planned to talk for us to talk about my birthday, my personal New Year, and to talk about which is coming up on January 3rd, and we're gonna have a whole birthday show, so you know. And I want to know, like, this ties into what I'm for it ties into what I want to ask you for New Year's, for New Year's Day. Do you all usually do New Year's resolutions? Like I don't typically do New Year's resolutions per se, but I do like set intentions for what I want to work on or goals that I want to complete for that coming year. But I don't typically set a resolution. But I want to know what your New Year's resolutions are, or traditions. If you don't do a resolution, just let me know what your traditions are. We used to make like vision boards with the kids when they were younger, and I used to do it for myself as well. But they don't motivate me like they used to. But because my birthday is January 3rd, so close to the holiday, I typically take those first 2 days of the year to just kind of think about, reflect over my life, and then kind of think about what I want to do for the upcoming year. And so I would love to share those and celebrate with you. So let me know what some of your intentions and your goals are for the new year. New year. Send me an email to news25 at week.com, and remember to put Hey Shauna in the subject line so I know it's for me. And like I said, we're going to be doing have a fun show on Monday for my birthday, but I celebrate all year, or sorry, all month. So we're gonna be doing some fun stuff off and on all month for my birthday anyway. So we'll talk more about that on tomorrow's show. For now, we are gonna go to break, and I will see you in 2 minutes 30 seconds. This is this here is what I see on my screen. Smarty Pants says nothing about Christmas. Okay, and then when I click on it, oh wait, never mind. I see it at the top. My bad. Either way, it says is. Your email says is. So it's slightly confusing. I just want to know what you're talking about. All you do is just tell me. Thank you. And welcome back. Now let's get into some local good news. There's a couple of news stories here for, well, I think mostly all of our local news stories for today are not necessarily heartwarming, but I think they're good information. It's good information, and I think it's stuff that, first of all, it's good news. It's progress, and I think it's stuff that you need to know, would like to know. So let's start with Illinois' economic milestone. Let's change this really quick. So Illinois is celebrating a milestone for economics. So then that's good news for the state. State leaders say the milestone reflects stronger job numbers, business investments, and post-pandemic recovery. And so this has just been a year of record-breaking economic growth. Officials point to long-term strategies amid are aimed at stability, workforce development, and attracting new industries. Leaders say the focus is now shifting to keeping that momentum going and building on the gains already made. So congratulations, Illinois. While the state looks ahead economically, new laws are taking effect this week that are also shaping public safety. So a new law designed to help find missing people faster takes effect today. Police say the update could speed investigations by improving how information is entered into the national databases. This is the amended Missing Persons Identification Act requires DNA to be collected from relatives or personal items 30 days after a person goes missing rather than 30 days after the report is filed. Make sense? So lawmakers say that change could mean quicker matches involving biological evidence or human remains. Bloomington police add that standardizing databases like NamUs helps smaller departments share information more efficiently. So that's really good. And supporters also believe the law could strengthen efforts to combat human trafficking and bring peace of mind to families searching for answers. I told you earlier this week, my daughter's home from school, and she is definitely driving my nerves with all of the true crime that she watches, all of the missing persons. She blames me, but I'm telling you, it's too rich for my blood. I cannot imagine with the stories that some of these people tell. What they go through when their person, their loved ones are missing. Just that has got to be devastating. So anything to speed that process up for them and to give them peace of mind any quicker, in my book, is good news. So, and another change on the books looks a little lighter, but could have a big impact on local businesses. So, the one pandemic era policy is sticking around. It's cocktails to go, and it'll become a permanent in Illinois starting July 1st. This law allows restaurants and businesses with liquor licenses to continue selling mixed drinks for takeout. The Illinois Restaurant Association says studies show the move could help boost sales statewide. Illinois now becomes the 30th state to permanently allow cocktails to go. And officials stress that customers must still prove they're 21 and drinking and driving remains illegal. We have back where I moved here from, had this place. It was a great place called Tropical, of course, and they sell like fruity mixed drinks. And that's our break. More after the break on that. Hold that thought. This here is what I see on my screen. This here is what I see on my screen. Smarty Pants says nothing about Christmas. Okay, and then when I click on it, oh wait, never mind. I see it at the top. My bad. Either way, it says is. Green Mill says is. So it's slightly confusing. I just want to know what you're talking about. All you do is just tell me. Thank you. And welcome back. So, like I was saying before the break, the place that the restaurant I was talking about in Missouri, where I came here from, they had drinks that they would. I mean, it was a drink. They only served alcoholic beverages and like light finger foods like popcorn and stuff like that. Um, but they would allow you. I mean, it comes in a to-go cup and with a straw or whatever, and they tell you that you're not supposed to take it from the restaurant, and the restaurant is right next door to the police station. But what do they think you're gonna do? It's in a to-go cup. Like I came to get it to go. But they used to make their drinks like a little weaker. So I wonder if something like that will be the case now for different restaurants who are going to offer drinks to go, or if they'll just keep one recipe and continue to ride with that and tell you just you better not drink and drive. But cocktails to go, I could get behind that and go home. I don't know. Maybe if it's a restaurant that I really, really, really like. So all you people who, or it's a restaurant with a drink I really, really like. So all of you people who have that in common and would love to get your cocktails to get to the house and go, especially like if you order from like a steakhouse or something, and you want to have a cocktail with it. That does bother me sometimes when I'm gonna order a drink to or order food to go, dinner to go, and I can't have like the drink I want. So I could see how this could be a good thing, a nice fun thing. So listen, hockey is officially back after a strike. So let's look at that video now. So hockey is officially back after the ECHL and the Players Association ratified a new collective bargaining agreement. The agreement addresses key issues that led to the strike, including compensation and health and safety protections. So negotiations stretched nearly a year, with the strike beginning the day after Christmas. 3 Bison games were postponed. Negotiation stretch. I don't know why I felt like I said the strike stretch, but the negotiation stretched nearly a year, with the strike beginning the day after Christmas. 3 Bison games were postponed, including 2 home games over the weekend, and a tentative deal was reached within days and ratified earlier this week. So the Bison hit the road tonight, or last night, sorry, and return home to Bloomington on January 7th. So good news for all of you sports fans that can continue. And then look, this is a sweet story that just proves that family is not necessarily always going to be blood. So 2 Iowa middle school teachers formed a friendship that grew into something extraordinary. After years of infertility, one teacher turned to her best friend and colleague for support. That friend made the life changing decision to become her surrogate. So the pregnancy was successful on the first try, and the baby was born in December. Today, their families are blended by love, trust, and a bond that started in a school hallway. I think this is something that I would have done. I don't know. I mean, maybe I would still do it today, I guess. But I didn't like being pregnant at all. I did not have a great time at that. It was not my thing. But I think if I had somebody in my life who really wanted to be a mother, really wanted to have children, and that was the only way I would do it. I did have an aunt, she's passed on now, who had lupus, and she couldn't have children. Lupus took her ability to have children on her own away. So she did ask me to be a surrogate, and I said that I would. More after these breaks. We'll be right back. Welcome back. So, as I was saying before the break, I agreed to be a surrogate for an aunt, and I didn't actually go through with it because her health declined shortly after that before we could even discuss it further. But I agreed to do it even though I myself did not enjoy pregnancy. But I agreed to do it because I feel like there's just something so magical in the selflessness of that act. So I think I would definitely do something like that for a best friend that I trusted to care for the baby. So moving on, there is a miniature donkey in Washington State that's back on her feet this holiday season. Elsa was born prematurely on a freezing night and later lost her mother after surviving a life threatening infection. Veterinarians amputated her leg to save her life. Specialists at Washington State University helped fit Elsa with a custom prosthetic, and her owners say once she realized that she could walk again, everything changed for her. And it was all just in time for the holidays. Elsa is thriving and inspiring everyone who meets her. Such a sweet, sweet story. I hadn't seen this. I don't think I've seen like where dogs and stuff have the little wheels. They're the little wheel harnesses when they have legs missing. But I hadn't seen a prosthetic before, especially not on a donkey. They say the mom was really, really sick, and this lady, you could tell she loves this donkey. It has a sweet face. But you could tell she adores this donkey, and she would have done everything in her power. That she said they had the option to put the animal down or to try and save it, and to amputate the leg, and she opted for that. So you can tell this woman adores this animal. So I'm happy for her and them for look at him, just tiny. It does have a sweet face. I have to say that. Special little animal indeed. So before we go today, I just wanted to share one more story about a 5-year-old who is doing great things. He is in Virginia and he's proving that you're never too young to make a difference. His name is Noah Beasley, and he's raised more than $2,200 for the Patrick County Animal Shelter. And this is the second year Noah and his family have turned giving back into a holiday tradition. So that's great. Donations were collected through a GoFundMe, and jars were placed at local businesses. Noah says he wants the animals to have a Merry Christmas. By animals, in this case, he raises money for dogs to rescue dogs. The family hopes to reach $2,500 by the beginning now of this year, helping provide food and toys and care to animals, especially dogs in need. Well, that is it for today. We will be right back after the break. Well, that is a wrap for me today. Now I want to hear from you. I am all over the place today. I'm flustered. Can you tell? No matter how your New Year's started off or New Year started off, I hope you have a wonderful year. Be sure to let me know what you thought about today's show. Send me an email to news25@wek.com. And make sure you put Hey Shauna, that's SHAUNA, in the subject line so I know it's from me. Meet me back here tomorrow morning at 10:30 a.m. I'm LaShauna Guy for 25 News. Have a wonderful, wonderful new year.